Welcome to this explainer on becoming an AI smart worker. Today, we're diving into some incredibly fascinating concepts from GenVision AI on how to completely revolutionize your daily productivity. Seriously, if you've ever felt like there just aren't enough hours in the day, you are in exactly the right place. We're looking ahead to 2026 and changing the way we work forever. Let's start with a massive number: 20. What if you could easily save 20 hours every single week? Just think about that for a second. We're talking about taking hours and hours of tedious, mind-numbing work and replacing it with just a few minutes of AI collaboration. Believe it or not, people who know how to leverage this tech are doing exactly this right now, literally reclaiming half their work week. Which leads to a pretty wild question. What if you finished an entire day's work before you even sat down for lunch? I know, it sounds like complete science fiction, but AI is changing our world at a pace that makes the internet revolution look like slow motion. So today we're going to explore exactly how you can use it to completely rewire your approach to daily tasks, no matter what industry you're in. All right, section 1, the shift: hard work versus smart work. So traditionally, the hard worker tries to solve problems by, well, just working longer hours. They repeat the exact same manual tasks, they burn out quickly, they're perpetually busy, yet their actual output, it stays pretty limited. The AI smart worker, on the other hand, completely flips the script. Instead of running on a hamster wheel of repetitive tasks, they automate the execution. And by doing that, they free up all this mental energy to focus purely on creativity and high-level decision-making. Basically, they're producing way more in way less time. The absolutely crucial point here is that AI is rapidly becoming the single most critical career skill across the board. There's a saying going around: AI won't replace everyone, but people who use AI may replace those who don't. And it is so true. Whether you're a student, a freelancer, a programmer, or a business owner, companies are heavily valuing individuals who know how to wield this technology. It's not just some neat party trick anymore. It's a fundamental requirement for the future of work. Moving on to section 2, the application, your daily AI workflow. Let's think about your current bottlenecks for a second. Instead of writing routine emails manually, an AI smart worker has AI draft them in seconds. Instead of staring at a dreaded blank page to design from scratch, AI generates instant starting concepts. And instead of spending hours reading dense, boring material, your AI assistant can summarize hundreds of pages of data instantly. It doesn't matter if it's coding, data analysis, or audio generation. You're no longer starting from zero. You are literally starting at 80%. And this builds a completely reimagined workday. In the morning, you don't just blindly dive into your inbox. No, you use AI to plan your tasks and aggressively prioritize. Then, in the afternoon, AI acts as your co-pilot, generating documents, creating designs, automating that awful data entry. Finally, in the evening, you use it to analyze your daily progress, learn new skills, and plan for tomorrow. AI basically steps in as your ultimate, tireless personal assistant from dawn until dusk. Section 3, the toolkit, equipping the smart worker. So here's a breakdown of the ultimate AI toolkit. Now, you don't need to know every single app out there, that's impossible, but you definitely should understand these key categories. You've got AI chat assistants like ChatGPT for writing and planning. You have AI image and video generators for visual content. If you're a developer, AI coding assistants give you instant programming help. And for students or analysts, AI research assistants are just unparalleled for summarizing massive amounts of data. You just need to match the specific platform to the specific bottleneck in your day. Let's head into section 4, the rules of the game, pitfalls and winning habits. Look, because AI is so incredibly fast, it is super easy to get sloppy. The most common mistakes beginners make: copying AI output blindly and totally failing to check facts. Remember, AI can and will confidently hallucinate information. Beginners also tend to use really weak prompts, which inevitably leads to super generic results. You absolutely cannot ignore your own creativity or depend exclusively on the AI. Humans still have to provide the underlying strategy, the context, and the originality. The AI is simply there to accelerate the execution of your vision. To truly master this and avoid those traps, GenVision AI gives us 5 progressive habits to build. First, make it a habit to learn one new AI tool every single week. Second, practice your prompt writing daily. It is literally the language of the future. Third, actively hunt for repetitive tasks that you can automate. Fourth, continue learning as AI evolves. And fifth, most importantly, shift your mindset to focus on creatively solving problems instead of just grinding out longer hours.
And finally, Section 5, the horizon, the future of AI work.
The landscape is shifting so fast. We're already moving away from simple chatbots toward autonomous AI agents. These are programs that can actually execute complex multi-step tasks entirely on their own. We're going to see deep integration of personal AI assistants, massive leaps in robotics, and the rise of fully AI-powered businesses. Now, while some roles will inevitably change, entirely new job opportunities are being created as we speak. This should really inspire you to prepare and upskill right now rather than fear the future. I want to leave you with this incredibly powerful thought from our source material. Success no longer belongs to the person who works the longest. It belongs to the person who learns the fastest. You really have to embrace AI as a collaborative partner to fuel your adaptability. Because at the end of the day, your willingness to learn is going to define your future success far more than the raw, exhausting hours you put into manual labor. So as you step away from that old hard worker mentality and start fully embracing the AI smart worker mindset, I've got a question for you. What is the very first AI tool you're going to experiment with to reclaim your time today? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. And hey, here's to working much, much smarter in 2026.